With the quicksort algorithm, the main difficulty is in making sure that everything has been sorted. When you get down to there being one or two numbers, you've really got to make sure that you have actually sorted them and that you're not just looking at them and knowing the order. So with these numbers here, first of all we identify the middle number as being the pivot. That's 15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write my 15 down, and then I'm going to sort all of the numbers to be either to the left or to the right of 15. So we'll start off, we'll just go through them in order. 9 goes to the left, then 16, 5, 18, 12, 6, 17, and 12. So all we've done there is sort whether they are bigger than or smaller than 15. We've now got two sublists, one on the left, one on the right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the one on the left first of all. I'm going to identify 12 as being my pivot. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to write that one again. And I've got 15 as my pivot that I used previously. And I'm going to take each of the numbers within the list in that sort of area there, and I'm going to work out whether they're smaller than or bigger than 12. So 9 is less, 5 is less, 6 is less, and 12 is less than or equal to, as the rule is. In fact, in this particular case, nothing went in that section there. Looking at the list to the right of the 15, that is these numbers here, I'm going to identify 18 as being my pivot. I'm going to write it down, and then I'm going to be sorting the other numbers, the 16 and the 17. So 16 is less than 18 and 17 is also less than 18. Notice in this case that we didn't actually put anything in this particular section. That's absolutely fine. So I'm going to copy down the pivots again that I've already used. I've already used the 12, I've already used the 15. I know that must go next to it because nothing went in that gap. And we've got that 18 as well at that end. So looking at this list on the left, I have 4 numbers. I've got to identify the middle one as the pivot. Well, there isn't really a middle one, so I'm going to choose the one that's the larger of the two. That's going to go there. So there's my 6 as my pivot, and I then sort the 9, the 5, and the 12. And with the numbers here, the 16 and 17, we know that they're in the right order, but we do still need to go through the sorting process. So I'm going to choose the 17 as being the pivot, and I'm going to sort the 16, which obviously goes to the left of it. When we come to do the next line, this list here only has one number in it, this list here only has one number in it, so we don't need to do anything with those. This list here has 2 numbers, we do need to sort them. So I'm going to choose 12 as my pivot, and of course all that happens, there's the 6, that 12, the other 12, the 15, the 17, and the 18, they are all the pivots that I've had. The 16 stays in there, the 5 stays in there, and now we sort this list, which was there, it's only got one number in it, and that's the 9. So we have sorted them all. We do need to go through that process and make sure every list gets sorted though. When you're working through these problems, make sure you're leaving enough space between the pivots, otherwise you do run out of space a little bit when you're adding more numbers into the list, so just be very careful. Other than that though, that's all there is for the quicksort.